So if you're single right now, I bet everybody has an opinion as to why this is. If your friends are constantly interfering in your dating life and perhaps giving advice that is slightly unwanted, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can take back control of your dating life. I would also love you to comment below if your friends have told you the reason why they think you're single, and do you actually agree with it? The problem is, if your friends are constantly interfering in your love life and telling you why you're single, this could actually be slowly eroding your self-esteem and actually making it harder for you to go out and meet new people. Even though it's most likely coming from a really, really good space, people may end up projecting their own idea of happiness onto you. For instance, if someone met their partner at the gym, they'll say that's the best place to meet someone. If someone ended up meeting someone, there wasn't much of a spark, but the connection grew, they may think that that's the secret to success. So people often will look at their own blueprint for how they found their own version of happiness and feel like everybody has to do exactly the same things. You may also be starting to feel annoyed if friends are telling you things like you're being too picky, or you're trying too hard, or someone like you must have loads of people queuing up to date you. It can also feel really frustrating if you're single, you're trying to meet someone, the journey so far hasn't necessarily been easy, for people to summarize your whole love life up in sort of one cliched sentence. Now, even if these actions are coming from a good space of wanting to help you out, ultimately they're sending a very negative message to yourself about your ability to go and meet someone as you are. So today I've got 5 tips for you on how you can take back control of your dating life. Tip number 1 is to start speaking differently about your dating life. If you're constantly telling people that you always attract all the wrong people, that last date you went on was crazy, it's going to be presenting you as someone who's really out of control of their dating life. Instead, try to create a more positive expectation for yourself and also for others about where your dating life could go. You can say, you know what, I haven't met someone I've clicked with yet to the level that I'd want to have a relationship with them, but I've had some pretty fun experiences lately. If people see that you're coming from a space of self-acceptance and also enjoying your dating life, they're less likely to want to intervene. My second tip is to share selectively early on. You may have been on a date or two with someone and feel really excited about the possibility that's there. However, if you skip home from date 1 and say, you've met the perfect husband, you know what it's going to be like. Sod's law is they're going to end up disappointing you, and it will only end up building your expectations and pressure on the outcome of the relationship to now have a whole WhatsApp group of friends also wanting to know every detail about what's going on. So instead, share details of your love life selectively with people you really trust to be supportive of you. And you may also just not want to give someone you're dating that much airtime until you've got to know them better. Tip 3 is if their analysis of what's gone wrong doesn't feel empowering, it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't actually tally up to your lived experience of what's happened, you don't need to take it on board. Even dare I say it with my advice, if you listen to something and you're like, Hayley, that doesn't relate to me, that's not me, then just ignore me. Whilst it's obviously important to sometimes hear hard feedback and to be open to receiving that, also no one knows you as good as you know you. So instead of feeling panicked when someone gives you an opinion on your love life, take it with a generous pinch of salt and only really take on board the messages that really resonate with you as a person. Tip 4 is blind dates can be really successful. Actually, sometimes a friend of a friend is a great way to extend your social circle and meet new people. It's a little old school, but it can certainly work. The downer can be when you've accepted a blind date and then it's someone who 100% does not at all reflect somebody you'd like to spend time with. Then you can feel a bit cheated, especially if your friend has been getting you really hyped up, saying they know like the perfect guy for you, for that only to turn out not to be the case. Simple step here, verify your blind dates. Have a quick phone call or Zoom chat with them before you actually meet in person. Tip 5 is take back control of your dating app profiles. If right now you've got a friend who's messaging on your behalf or everyone's got an opinion on what pictures you should use, again, there's a line here between being open to taking feedback and being focused on self-improvement, which is good, and giving away all control because you just feel that you're a hopeless lost case and someone else would do a better job for you. Instead, you really need to start upvoting your confidence in this area. If you'd like to know how you can become more confident with your dating choices at the moment, I'd highly recommend you head over to hayleyquinn.com/real love. The link is below this video. I've got a free online training program for you there, which is all about developing your self-esteem with dating.